Ever wonder why sitcom families often stayed stuck in the same old patterns year after year? Um, for decades, television comedies relied on predictable dysfunction for laughs. But what happens when a show decides to break that mold? Abbott Elementary, with its heartwarming spirit, is quietly revolutionizing how we see family dynamics on television. This is so, and while the school faces constant challenges, um, the teachers rally together with optimism and talk to a refusal to dwell. Um, Even characters who appear tough, like Melissa or Ava, have a soft spot for their colleagues and the students. The show hasn't shied away from antagonists like difficult school district officials. But even those characters have found redemption. Uh, um, this season, Janine's mother, Vanetta, returns, and their complicated relationship reaches a turning point. Um, Janine has always struggled with her mother's self-centeredness and constant criticism. And, it's a pattern that has shaped, you know, Janine's insecurities for years. But this time, things are different. Janine is learning to prioritize her own well-being, uh, and Vanetta consistently downplayed Janine's accomplishments and expected favors without giving back. Her presence was often reserved for major events, only to diminish Janine's role, and it even prompted Barbara to intervene early on, a key moment in their relationship that this but Janine has evolved. She's learning to assert boundaries without completely cutting Vanetta out of her life, and that's why um, it's a delicate balance between love, financial responsibility, and self-protection. This culminates in season 5, episode 8, on Janine's 30th birthday. Vanetta's dissatisfaction is clear. She dismisses Gregory, scoffs at Janine's dreams, and offers a paltry $20 gift, $1 for every year, despite Janine turning 30. It's a stark reminder of her mother's inability to offer genuine support. Finally, Janine takes a stand, takes it to the problem-making fallout schedule. She uninvites Vanetta from her birthday dinner, and invites Barbara, who has consistently valued and supported her. It's a deeply cathartic moment, signaling that Janine's boundaries are firm. While we don't see the dinner itself, the emotional weight of the scene is undeniable. It highlights Janine's growth and the series' commitment to portraying realistic, evolving parent-child relationships. Older sitcoms often used toxic family dynamics as a running gag, keeping problematic relationships frozen in time. Shows like Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Roseanne relied on predictable dysfunction for laughs. These patterns of emotional manipulation, favoritism, or cruelty were repeated endlessly, rarely facing consequences. Think of Jack and Judy Geller on Friends, constantly favoring Ross and criticizing Monica, or Marie Barone on Everybody Loves Raymond, with her overbearing and manipulative behavior. Um, uh, these characters were often presented as lovable, despite their harmful actions. Modern sitcoms, however, are taking a different approach. Shows like Abbott Elementary, Superstore, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine are confronting challenging parent-child relationships head-on, forcing characters to grow and explicitly naming problematic behavior. In Abbott Elementary, Janine's evolving relationship with her mother demonstrates this shift, and has this shift. Other shows are following suit with characters confronting emotional negligence and asserting their independence. Even shows like Shifting Gears are holding characters accountable for their outdated attitudes. Accountability often comes, at the expense of easy laughs. While it's satisfying to watch characters grow, scenes of confrontation are often more emotionally resonant than outright funny. The Abbott Elementary illustrates this perfectly, balancing heartfelt moments with comedic relief. The show often uses secondary storylines to provide the laughs, allowing the emotional weight of the main plot to land with greater impact. It's a trade-off that may make the show less immediately hilarious, but it allows Abbott Elementary to combine heart, realism, and comedy in a way that feels truly meaningful. Speaking of meaningful, did you know that Vanetta's gift of $20 was actually a plot point inspired by the writer's own experiences with underwhelming birthday presents? Talk about art imitating life. But with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you in there, and I will see you on that file membership.